Everyone, today I'm going to be doing a full collection tour for June 2025. The last time I did one of these was in 2022 of July, I believe, and the collection has changed a good amount since then. Without further ado, let's get right into it down at the first shelf. Over on the left here, I have the start of a Marvel Knights display with the Mezco San Diego Comic-Con Moon Knight up on a flight stand. Mine did not come with the little clips that can hold up his cape, so that's a little disappointing, but I'm okay with it. I'm not going to have him in that pose forever. I have the, I think this is a Mezco exclusive Iron Fist. One of my favorite characters in Marvel. I'm super happy to have him, especially in Mezco, since Marvel Legends just put one out, but it wasn't to my liking. I love this modern look for Danny Rand. Then we have a Ghost Rider from Marvel Legends. Soon I want to put a Daredevil. I'm making a custom to go in between these two. I really hope Hasbro releases a Electro soon. Then right over here is my comic book Spider-Man collection. Starting off in the back, we have the retro Kingpin. In front of him is the retro Kraven the Hunter. There's going to be a lot of retro characters in here just because that's what was readily available, and it's my preferred look for a lot of these guys. I believe this is the retro Electro. Retro Shocker. Right behind Shocker, I have the retro Mysterio. I believe it's a VHS stock arc. I loved that Spider-Man show growing up, so I just had to get this one. Right in front of all of them, I have the Rhino charging. Sandman right behind them. I have a Null back here. I want to do a black wash on him eventually, but he's just fine standing like that. He's kind of off to the side, which isn't supposed to be like that. And then up in the front here, I have Green Goblin. Spider-Man swinging off right in front of him. A symbiote Spider-Man and Black Cat. I believe the Black Cat is from a 2014 wave for the TASM 2 movie. And then the rest of these are all retro carded figures except for this Green Goblin, which was from, I want to say, a Rhino Build-A-Figure. Or the Sandman Build-A-Figure. I have the retro Scarlet Spider. Super cool figure. I'm really happy I have this one, and I actually think I prefer how this one's built over the Mafex. I have a Carnage right in the back there. Carnage used to be one of my favorites, but he's just kind of hidden back there because I don't have a lot of space for him. And I just don't love Carnage anymore. And right here is the retro Scorpion. The Death of Gwen Stacy right here. This is using the Renew Your Vows body with the toes, and he's got a head swap from a Scarlet Spider retro figure. And then this is the actual original retro Spider-Man right here. And then moving on over, I have, oh, there's the retro Scarlet Spider using the Renew Your Vows head. I have a Kane Parker right in front of him. Excuse the shaky camera. The Into the Spider-Verse 2-pack before Marvel Legends did like an actual updated figure for Miles and Gwen. This is on the original comic like teen body. It's an okay figure. I don't think I'll get another Miles just because he's not my favorite, but this will be a really good placeholder for now. Then I have the original Build-A-Figure Venom Pool. I think that one's Venom Pool. Right here I have Lady Deadpool, got her on sale with the head pool. I really wanted that, what is it, Bob and Deadpool 2-pack from San Diego Comic-Con not too far back. I would love for him to go right here, but it's either him or the Mafex Deadpool that I'd want to start up a Deadpool core collection. Moving up to the kind of miscellaneous display, I have the Diamond Select Invincible figures. I don't even remember which spawn this is. I think it's a Mortal Kombat spawn, but not the original. More of like the classic one. I have I believe this is NECA Homelander. Just kind of a Mortal Kombat. I think this is my video games section. Video games and miscellaneous. Some Transformers stuff. I loved Transformers 1. I think marketing did not do that movie justice. This movie was so good. And then I have the original Michael Bay Transformers, not the ones that I had as a kid, but some Dark of the Moon and Revenge of the Fallen figures. I have no idea which company put out these Ninja Turtles, but I love Ninja Turtles, and I think these like just have the perfect vibe that just kind of matches each of them. I don't know why everyone's kind of giving Donnie like the tech stuff. We all know that he's like the smart one, but I'm glad they didn't give him glasses. I'm pretty sure these are from the IDW comics too, which is a really good look for the Turtles and a really good run. Even Donnie has like his metal shield on him, or shell. Moving over, this is the Jada Toys David from Cyberpunk Edge Runners. I've had a lot of fun with this figure. I can't wait for them to release Main. Back here, some red hoods. I have a custom from, I believe it's Silver Metal on Instagram. I will link him in the description. The under the red hood, no, this is the Three Jokers, Jason Todd. The San Diego exclusive, Starkiller. This guy's lightning has drooped so much. Last night I had him set up like this just for this video. The lightning just drooped completely down, and I had him sitting up before I released this or started doing this, and the lightning was up and it's drooped just right back down. Then here's my little video game section over here. I think my Knight fell over. This is a custom Knight. I think it's Dark Souls inspired by triscuitbizkit on Instagram. I have the NECA Kratos. I don't remember. I think this is a Spin Master Atreus. Two Jazzwares Master Chiefs, the Halo 2, and I think this is the Halo Infinite. The one for Halo 2 is hidden back there because it's really bad. The Spawn, original Spawn McFarlane, not McFarlane. It is the McFarlane, but it's the Mortal Kombat Spawn with a bloody variant. And then we have some Star Wars in the back. Forgot that I moved my Legends Star Wars down here. There's a Darth Revan, the ARC Trooper from Battlefront. We have Darth Malgus right in front of Revan. Kind of blanking on these guys' names right now. I don't remember the last two, the girl or Revan's master right here. I don't remember their names. Kind of disappointed in myself. I have some Marvel Legends Spider-Man Gamerverse figures. Thought I had 2 Mileses around here. Oh, I do. There's the Spider-Man 2 Miles. I have a 2017 Guardians of the Galaxy Peter Quill without the mask on. This is the Guardians 3 head for Peter. And I think I have this as a placeholder for my, just for the Guardians of the Galaxy game, because I did enjoy that. And then over here is part of my favorite little bit for this shelf is my Jedi Survivor and Fallen Order shelf like collection. I have the second sister back there. Her blade's a little broken and her cape brings her back, so she's just kind of hidden. I have a deluxe Cal Kestis, the original Cal Kestis right over here, and then some Jedi Survivor. Oh, I don't remember his name. It's been a minute since I've played the games, but I don't remember the main Sith bad guy's name from the High Republic. And then I have the original Jedi Survivor Cal Kestis. And then speaking of Star Wars, let's move up to my Star Wars shelf. Zooming out just to get a whole overview of this shelf, and we'll do a whole overview of the rest of the shelves at the end. This is one of my favorites. That's why I got this one lit up with some lights from IKEA. Going over, I have this in kind of chronological order from like Clone Wars all the way to the left and Ahsoka and Mandalorian to the right. So right here I have the, I think this is a red box Padme. I think this is the GameStop exclusive Jango Fett dueling or shooting at the Mace Windu. I don't remember which movie they had this one from, but he doesn't really change his look. I have both of the Target exclusive Anakin and Obi-Wan from that first exclusive wave. I have the Walmart exclusive Fordo, Walmart exclusive Mace Windu. Both of those are from the 2003 2D animated cartoons. I have the Saj Ventress Black Series right in front of them. Black Series Ahsoka and Darth Maul from Season 7 dueling. Right over here in the back, I have my Revenge of the Sith display kind of started up. There's a Commander Cody. I don't really remember why I bought him or where I got him from, because I don't really love clones. But right up here, I have the Battlefront Grievous, the new Darth Sidious from Revenge of the Sith, or I feel like this looks more like him from Clone Wars, but the SH Figuarts Mace Windu. When I got this guy off eBay, his hand was broken and the seller never contacted me, so that was cool. And then I have a SH Figuarts Anakin. This is the re-release that came out just a few years ago, and then the new retro card back exclusive to Walmart for Dooku. I have him just dueling with Anakin right here. I'm so excited for when Black Series eventually puts out their Anakin and Obi-Wan. I will be getting both of them, and then I do have the SH Figuarts Obi-Wan re-release on pre-order. Heading over to my sort of Rebels display, I have, I think General Creel is Legends, but I do have him back there. Super happy to have him. I believe this is a New Hope Vader. Watching down over my Rebels, I have Hera, Sabine, Seb, Kanan, the new Ezra from the Ahsoka show. This is the flashback look for him. Chopper. I even have the GameStop Mall right back here from, I think that's his look. It's supposed to be Rebels almost, but it's his look from Battlefront because they meshed a whole bunch of things together. Then I have Boba back there. This is the Bandai model kit. And then as the little centerpiece for this era, I have Ahsoka versus Vader. I believe this is the Duel's End Vader, and then the original Ahsoka. This is one of my favorite parts of this shelf. Kind of sad it got moved over a little bit, but that was to make room for Revenge of the Sith, so that's okay. And then I have a start of a New Hope collection, but I will not be getting the Han and Chewie for a long time. And then I have the Revenge of the Sith, Return of the Jedi card back, Vader and Luke. In the very back, I have the original Kylo Ren Black Series, and then the Rey from the most recent movie with a custom saber from eBay. I don't think they ever dueled like that, but it would have been cool, you know. And then I have Paz Vizsla, a model kit Boba Fett from the Book of Boba Fett, the model kit Mandalorian holding the Black Series Grogu, the first run, Baylan Skoll and Shin Hati Black Series from the Ahsoka show, both of them with the leg swaps, and one of them with a custom head from Fett Solo, I think, on Instagram. I'll leave everyone linked in the description. And then I believe this is the light cruiser Luke and the original Ahsoka. Let's do one little pan around real quick from right to left. Yeah, this is definitely one of my favorite shelves just because all of the lightsabers lit up just look amazing. And I really can't wait to just have my centerpiece be Revenge of the Sith with Anakin and Obi-Wan dueling, and then I don't even know what I'll do with the SH Figuarts and stuff, but moving up to, this is a kind of pop culture display and figures that I really like. This is a NECA Predator. I have no idea which Predator this is. I saw this in Target. It was, I believe, their most recent one. Really fell in love with the design and would love to take some pictures with this guy. I have the Texas Chainsaw NECA Bubba. I think this is the Inferno Ghostface. Either the Halloween Kills or Halloween Ends Michael. He's missing, like, his fingers, so I think this is Halloween Ends. Bruce Campbell. Ash. Big chap. Would love to get the, I think it's the Scorched Xenomorph from the new movie. And then here's my My Hero collection, which hasn't changed a whole lot, but I think I did take some things out or move some stuff around. I have Hero Killer Stain. Overhaul. I haven't watched My Hero in so long, but I do still love it. The original McFarlane, All for One, Eraserhead, Endeavor in the back with the Hawks, Hiroshima, All Might doing his pose. I did take out the Mirio that I had and put in the other one, the Chase variant. This one comes without the mask on, and then this one does not have 2 left feet like my original one had. Then I have my original Shigaraki from the first wave. The and Ingenium. I have a Bakugo kind of hidden by the Amazing Yamaguchi Shigaraki. McFarlane Todoroki. And then I have the Reveltech Deku with some custom gloves on that I do plan on painting and putting these two up together with. But the Reveltech Shigaraki, these figures are so fun. Like, Reveltech can get into so many poses, and I love them, but there's some of them are just kind of brittle. Like, Shigaraki's cape broke, which was kind of sad, but I'll get a cloth one for him eventually, and just this one works, so one day. And then coming up, I have my Avengers shelf. This is another one that got some lights on it and that I just absolutely love. It's changed so much from the last collection tour. If anyone follows me on Instagram, I constantly post pictures and stuff about my shelves and the updates on my story. So if that's an interest to any of you, please follow me on Instagram. I'll have that link below. But yeah, I got some Avengers in the middle. I guess really all of them are Avengers, and then kind of the New Age stuff on the right, and then on the right, excuse me, and then some Guardians. So let's just start off with the Guardians on the left. I have the whole wave of Guardians of the Galaxy 3 with Cosmo, Build-A-Figure, the Star-Lord, with the mask down from the other Star-Lord I had down here. So the mask that this guy had is on my Guardians 3 Star-Lord, because I really wish they did that in the movie, but that's okay that they didn't. Mantis, Adam Warlock, who I think is a little off-center, but if I move him, all of these guys are going to fall. Drax, Nebula, Kraggle, the deluxe Groot. I do have the Rocket, but this is the SH Figuarts Rocket because he holds on a lot better to this guy, and then he also just looks better. And then these are also kind of like cosmic. I have Captain Marvel, Photon, and then below them I have my Miss Marvel. Right there I have She-Hulk. I have my kind of Wakanda Forever bit with Ironheart, Namor. I have my Shuri Black Panther, an Infinity War Black Panther, the Homecoming suit Spider-Man. I haven't replaced this guy in my main Avengers shelf yet. I think this is the best he's looked in Marvel Legends. I know that they've done a whole bunch of No Way Home stuff, but it doesn't top it for me. I love just the big bug on the back. The blue and the red are just really good on this suit. And then I have Bucky. Behind them, Ant-Man and the Wasp, the Secret Invasion, Nick Fury, Jane Foster, Thor, Hawkeye, both of them, Kate Bishop, Hawkeye. I have my original 6 Avengers just kind of in the middle. The Age of Ultron Hulk. Was super happy to get this guy for the price that I did. And it's the original Hulk, not the Scarlet Witch affected with the Hulkbuster Build-A-Figure. A custom Thor, which will eventually be getting replaced. This is the Infinity War body with the new head and arms from the tank top Thor from the Thor Love and Thunder. This is the 2-pack Captain America with Falcon. Or I guess it was the Captain America 2-pack. The Mark 7 Iron Man from First 10 Years. This is the new, I think, Infinity Saga Black Widow using the 2018 Infinity War feat. So the one that had the blonde hair, because this figure could not stand, like, at all. So I had to swap those out for her, and she has a stand below her because I still don't think she can stand. This is the Iron Patriot from Endgame. Quicksilver from Age of Ultron. I have Scarlet Witch and Vision from WandaVision. I don't know if you can see, I have a Loki poking out from back there. I really hope that Marvel Legends makes the, what was he, the God of Stories Loki. I have my multiverse stuff over here with Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness with a custom cape. I don't know where I got that cape from, but I'm going to assume it was GPS slot on eBay. I have my Wolverine from the new wave and the original 2-pack Deadpool. Then I have a Moon Knight with a custom cape and a Shang-Chi. And then in the back, I do have my Thanos, the, I believe, First 10 Years Ultron, and then Kang from the Quantumania movie. Oh, and then this portal is from the Mafex Toby. Oh, and then right above everyone, I do have the SH Figuarts Falcon that I got on a deal. He's just hanging up using some thumbtacks and stuff. And then I did choose to wait to record this a little bit because I do want to get, I think it's Swamp Thing behind this Wolverine right there, and then I do just have this whole little area right here for my Fantastic Four. And Marvel Legends revealed those, and I'm super happy. So this is my MCU display. This is one of my favorites and the ones that I'm like really most proud of, just because of how it looks. It's really come together over the years, so yeah. And I did have to pause the video real quick to go grab a chair because this is my import display. It's mainly anime, and then there is stuff that isn't imports, but starting off, I do have my SH Figuarts Guts and Griffith. This is the first release. Super happy that I got these guys. Not for the price that I got them at. I did buy them off of Big Bad Toy Store, but I missed my pre-orders on Ami. I have, I think this is Isidro. I don't remember his name. Shirk, I think, or Silky, whichever. I haven't watched any of Berserk, but I have read it. They've changed it, like the way that the names are spelled and stuff, like Guts, and then I have the fairies. I don't remember her fairy, but there's Puck right there. I was super happy to get this guy in this. The Figma Femto with the egg. SH Figuarts Berserker Guts right next to Shirk. And then I do have the SH Figuarts, I think this is the 4th Knight Godzilla from Shin Godzilla. If you shine a light on this guy, he looks like it's all clear plastic with just paint over top. So it's really cool. I believe I got this from triscuitbizkit on Instagram too. And then I have my Jujutsu Kaisen display. I've been building this thing up for the past few years, and I think it's finished. Yeah, I'd say it's finished. I've got all of the characters I really want, all of the scenes from like the manga and stuff that I really wanted for these. So starting off, I do have the Jujutsu Kaisen 0 Gojo back here. Right next to him, I have a custom Mahoraga from Silver Metal. In front of them, I have the SH Figuarts Megumi, Summoning Mahoraga, SH Figuarts Yuji with some Toy Spot custom parts. I have the SH Figuarts Yuta. I think he's using a custom hairpiece from either Silver Metal or Toy Spot. Norb. I have, I think this is an Anime Heroes Sukuna that I really just trimmed to all hell with the arms. Put on some custom, like cloth goods for him. and then put on the SH Figuarts head that I had. Because, just in a moment, but he is on a McFarlane Spawn throne, I believe. But I took one of his extra faces and the hair and put it on that body because the face for the original figure just didn't look good. And the reason I say extra is because right in front of these guys, I do have my Gojo and Sukuna for my Shinjuku Showdown. This is using a Dasen model body with some SH Figuarts effects and the Figma Gojo head. Soon I will be getting a new head for him, though, that more resembles his Shinjuku Showdown. I have no idea where any of the cloth goods are from, though. But they were on eBay if anyone wants to look. These are just 1/12 scale cloth goods. And then this is the SH Figuarts Sukuna with some cloth goods over top of them. I think these are Toy Spot effects, Toy Spot hair. I'll eventually be painting the feet for him, though, black and white. Super happy with how these came out. And then right next to them, I do have another super important part from the show, or manga. I have a custom Toji from Silver Metal. I believe this is a lot 3D printed, but I did take an extra pair of Dasen model legs, the bottom half, and extended them. I swapped out the legs just to make him a little bit more taller. Right behind them, I have a custom Hakari from Silver Metal. This guy's work is absolutely crazy, which I really do just suggest following him. He's so cool, and I love just looking at all of his updates. I want to try and get the Hakari for you guys. There you go. And then right behind him, I have a Figma Gojo. Going back to the Silver Metal custom of Toji, here is my SH Figuarts Gojo in his kind of floating pose, awakened. This was one of my favorite bits from Jujutsu Kaisen, just because, wow, I really wasn't expecting a lot of it to happen, and then that battle was really crazy. And then over here, I have my SH Figuarts Chainsaw Man. I absolutely love and adore Chainsaw Man. Part 1 is, I think, probably my favorite manga, right there next to Tokyo Ghoul. I have yet to get the SH Figuarts Aki, and then they did just reveal some figures for the Riz movie, the Riz Arc Chainsaw Man movie. So right up front, I have the original Chainsaw Man. I have Power right here with her hammer, Denji, and Makima. These two were kind of some of the weaker releases in this wave, or line of figures, but figures that had to have for this collection. I will be getting Aki soon. I don't know if I'll get Riz, but Chainsaw Man Part 1, again, just great. And then right up top, I do have some extra stuff, some collections and bits, some knickknacks, some old Mega Bloks things, Lego Jedi Bob, some Legos, my Superior Spider-Man, which I had no idea where to put, Mark II, Infinity Saga Iron Man, just a suit that I love, Marvel Legends X-Men 97 Gambit, I don't know which, I think this is the 97 Nightcrawler, I think. These are my favorite 2 X-Men, so I'm really happy that I have them. I don't have an X-Men display yet, but I do have some X-Men that can go with them one day when I get a shelf for them. Some Funkos in the back, my custom of Zeon, which is an OC. And then right here I have my boys Funko Pop, signed by Jesse Usher, who is the actor that plays A-Train. Then over here on my wall, I do have the Mafex Toby just kind of wall crawling. I don't really know what to do with him, just because my No Way Home or MCU Spider-Man shelf is done for the most part. I don't want to reorganize it until I get my Lizard figure. But yeah, he's just chilling. Then before we get into that Spider-Man stuff, I have some Berserks, the box for my Monster Arts Godzilla, because I don't know how long I'm going to keep it, but the box just looks cool too. The Mezco This is either a Mezco exclusive or the San Diego exclusive 2099. I was really playing around with the idea of getting him or the Mafex. The Mafex I absolutely love and kind of looks more like the Shattered Dimensions game, which is what introduced me to 2099 and Noir, and even like Ultimate Spider-Man, but the Mezco is just so good. And then right next to him I have the... This is the official Mafex version, not the CT Spider-Man. I don't remember what figure he really is. I think it's not 185, I don't think. But if it is, then this is the 185, crouched down. And then this, though, is the CT Toys Tasm. I bought two of these guys, one to just mess around with, and I had no idea where to put him, so he's just right next to these guys for now. One day I will be getting a black suit Spider-Man, a ultimate black suit to put next to these guys, and then hopefully a Noir, just because Shattered Dimensions is one of like the most influential parts of Spider-Man, and just in my childhood. So, yeah. And then here is my Spider-Man No Way Home, or just Spider-Man shelf, MCU and movies. I have had these shelves up for a super long time. This is what I started my collection on, but that's all moved over to the gray shelves. This is another shelf that I wasn't super happy with until all of the No Way Home stuff came out, because it really filled out the roster. Starting over from the left, I have some Toby figures. This is my original, I think this is the 2007 no, this is a Hasbro Spider-Man from Spider-Man 3. But this is one of the original ones that I owned from my childhood, and then I put some custom, not really custom, but I swapped out the hands to have interchangeable fingers, or like movable fingers. The SH Figuarts Toby holding his mask. I would have had the Mafex doing this, but the Mafex's mask doesn't really hold well in his hands, so. Then a Toy Biz Green Goblin. Don't have a pumpkin bomb for him, but super happy he's like, when I got this guy, he was stiff. This isn't the one that I originally owned, but his joints, like, I needed to use a D-Star Fixer Elixir on this guy to get his joints to hold up, and even then he can't stand straight up still. He's just in his crouching pose, which I'm fine with this. I needed each and every one, like each era to have a crouching pose, but it's crazy how people who were most likely older than me take care of their figures better than I did when I was a kid. But some Mafex stands holding this guy up. He has one stand in the middle and then the two rods to like get the wings to hold up, because that glider though is the actual glider that I had growing up. The figure isn't, but the glider he's standing on is, and then these things have such an awful connection. But right over here I have my homemade suit Spider-Man. His custom suit, not mine. The Far From Home Spider-Man. The Far From Home Mysterio, and then right in front of them I have Kingpin from, this is either Echo or Hawkeye. And then the No Way Home Matt Murdock. I kind of put all three of these guys right next to each other just because it's like the New York stuff and the stuff that's going on with Spider-Man. I thought these three would fit right there. The 3-pack Spider-Man, I took my original one down. I don't like the No Way Home figures too much, especially this one. I have the No Way Home Green Goblin. I think last time I had him on the shelf, he had his mask on, but because I have this guy with his mask on, I want to show off the Willem Dafoe face with the hood. He's got his bomb up there. Right behind all of them, I have the deluxe Target exclusive, I think, Vulture. Anytime I don't touch these guys, their stuff gets all like out of whack. But yeah. Right in front of them, I have the Sandman and Spider-Man interaction from when he first comes into the MCU. The Doc Ock MCU figure from No Way Home. Right in the back, I have the most recent Electro from No Way Home. Excuse if the camera's a little shaky. I have to like reach up to this shelf. I have the 3-pack Andrew right here. I don't love this figure, but it is the best looking out of that 3-pack. MJ, the CT Spider-Man in a crouching pose, and I don't love buying from CT. I think I've only done it once or twice, but these guys can pose and hold those poses. And the fact that they released the Mafex 01 just with better joints and stuff is crazy, because this is my favorite Spider-Man suit and arguably movie between Spider-Man 1 and TASM 1. And I have 2 of these now. Like, the Mafex original still goes for like $400, $500 on eBay. And then I got this for $30, which is insane. Right in the front and center, though, I do have the No Way Home Final Swing suit. Arguably one of the best suits in the MCU. I don't like this one more than I like my Spider-Man Homecoming suit. I like the colors a lot more on this, but I do like what they were doing with this suit. I just don't think it's perfect. I really hope he's going to be wearing this suit in the next Brand New Day, but I'm pretty sure there's going to be tweaks to it. So I hope one of those tweaks is the bug on the back instead of the spider symbol. But still a really good suit, really good figure. This is the SH Figure Arts. And then I have the Build-A-Figures SPDR Penny Parker. 2018 Venom from Marvel Legends. I think this is a 2018-2019 Miles. This is the remake of the figure that I was talking about earlier, where they actually did stuff correct to the animation. Behind him, I have the CT 2099. One of the reasons I really don't like buying from CT Toys is because they steal 3D head sculpts from like single parties, so customizers. The Miguel O'Hara head sculpt that came with this guy was a custom head sculpt from a creator that they had stolen. Same thing with their Ghost Rider Wolverine figure. The head sculpts from that were not theirs and they stole them, which is a big reason why I really don't want to buy from these guys ever. But there are some, you know, I'd rather not, but I think this TASM was the last one. They have and then I have the Marvel Legends Carnage from Let There Be Carnage. That was such an experience just in the theaters. I loved watching this movie when it came out. I don't care how bad it was. The theater experience was so fun. Then I have the Miles G. Morales, I think, Prowler from Across the Spider-Verse. And then I have a Lego Spider-Man with the arm thing that came with this guy. The time travel, or multiverse travel device. Would love to get a Noir and a Spider-Gwen and a Hobie and everything, but I just don't want to. There's not enough space. And the SH Figure Arts were extremely expensive and kind of rare now. And then even the Marvel Legends were just bad, but also rare. Right over here, I don't have my Sentinel posed up too much, but I did end up buying the Sentinel Spider-Man, got some custom clothes from GPS Squad on eBay. He's just chilling on the base that came with him. And then that's my Spider-Man display, actually. One of my favorites, again, actually, I did forget. This is the show I grew up on, the card back of Spider-Man 94. Super happy I got this, and Walmart didn't ruin like the edges. So yeah, this was the Walmart exclusive card back of the show, and I got this pinned up on my wall. And then that should be all of my Spider-Man shelf. Absolutely love it. I can't wait for a lizard that'll go right behind my Sandman, move them up a little bit. That should be everything for that shelf until I really, like, the next movie comes out, I guess. But yeah, one of my favorites. Until even the next Spider-Verse comes out too, I might add some stuff. And then moving on over here, I do have, not really figures, but I have one Tokyo Ghoul figure over here. This is the Jazzwares exclusive Kakuja Kaneki. And then I have my Jazzwares Target exclusive Kaneki. This is where my Tokyo Ghoul books would be right now, but I don't have them on hand. But there's my little Tokyo Ghoul display. And then right down here, the PlayStation, I have some knickknacks on the desk, and then Vigilante Deku right here with wrist replacements from D-Star Toys because this is such a brittle figure. And now before I end up getting this video going on for too long, I did start a DC display a little bit. I don't know if anyone was watching or if I even uploaded when I had these figures right here for the boys, but slowly but surely I'm going to be building up a DCU display and a DC comic display. Right now I only have a Batman and a Wonder Woman who's not on display, but aiming to get the Revoltech Flash one day just because that's one of my favorite. Like, that figure looks so cool. And it's a Revoltech. The amount of lightning like effects and stuff is really what kind of sold me on the Deku, the Amazing Yamaguchi Deku too. But just because only figure right here for live action movies is my Mafex Batman. I lost his fists, so he's using a Revoltech Arkham Knight hands, which were accessories for my custom Red Hood. Really good figure. I love this figure, but only thing that drags him down is that gap in the chest. Then right here I have the Mafex Hush Batman. This is the blue variant. This is the one that I wanted. This is also what really took so long to get like my hands on, because I didn't want the black version with the base, like the concrete base and stuff. When I picture Batman, I prefer a Batman with blue and then the black symbol. And then really, I guess I really don't like the cape on this, but it poses pretty okay. It's not as bad as everyone says. Right behind him, the original SH Figuarts Deadpool. Behind my boys figures, the SH Figuarts Guardians Star-Lord that came with the Rocket Raccoon. And then I do have the Mafex Homelander, Mafex Starlight, can get it to focus, and then the Mafex Black Noir. Would eventually be getting the Mafex Deep End Soldier Boy, but with the stuff that's going on in the world right now, I'd rather not do stuff that's super expensive. And then I think with all that, that ends off the action figure tour. So with that, thank you for watching. It's been such a journey over the years of collecting and getting all these figures that I wish I really kind of had as a kid, but I know weren't really available. And I'd also like to thank anyone who has watched this long and subscribed. I know I don't do YouTube a whole lot anymore, or really at all, but it is just something that one day I hope I can go back to doing just a tiny bit. Even if it's not consistent, I'd like to do something one day, but it's just not something I really enjoyed. Doing stuff like this, where it's just updates and stuff, will probably be something that I'll do in the future. But I guess for now, I'll just do a little pan over of the whole collection one more time. Some Star Wars. The miscellaneous stuff. Let's see, from the start of this, it might be drooping down a little bit more from when I showed you guys, but that's like the perfect position for him. And then my Spider-Mans. And just thank you again, anyone who has stuck around to the end and enjoyed watching this. I appreciate you guys. I'll see you guys in the next one. This has been my full collection tour for June 2025.